said get rid of who?
J-Rock City.
Oh.
Man, I hate little Bill, man. Bill made me sick.
Ew.
Sorry.
What the fuck is going on with my game? Matter of fact, I might have to get off Call of Duty.
Yeah, cause you're lagging hard as shit.
Claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But then he come and
Wait,
see
Double, you lost?
my wins. This is coming from within. I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the
Jeez, can you beat Doughboy?
Yeah.
I'm a prophet to them skies.
Good shit.
Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions.
14 to 10.
Hell no, that boring ass game.
What the fuck is boring about that game?
14 to 10?
Nigga, we was balling.
Bullshit. You. Oh, hey Dante. Me and you could play against each other in the NFC and AFC, the Pro Bowl.
Smack dab in the middle of I-295 that encircles the city of Jacksonville in northeast Florida.
Because Pro Bowl, it lets you play a certain amount of times. So Doughboy and Future have to play each other. You and me have to play each other. Jack and Ron have to play each other. Suave and Dominique have to play each other for the Pro Bowl.
Guys are ready to do battle between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Jacksonville Jaguars. That's fielded in the end zone.
Basically, we could play. Yes, basically we could just play against each other. With, I don't know, that's the way Madden set it up this year. Isn't there one more tower over here?
Shit.
Down. 8 read. 54. 54. Down to lose one. Snap.
A first carry for Leonard Fournette. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Fournette running right. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6.
22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. Check 31. Check 31. Check. Check hot route. Hot. 36. 36. Ready.
Back to throw.
I have no idea.
Banana shark gets complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 30 yards there, and of course the first down as well. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Leonard Fournette. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Fournette.
That's crazy, man.
Inside the 30. A 14-yard 1st down pickup for the Jaguars. That's his longest run of the 1st quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complementary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
Fournette, a 1st down carry. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
I'm silly.
They'll try the right side here with Fournette. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. They'll look to throw. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. DJ Chark, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Point after by Lambo, up and good.
So you gonna trust J-Rock?
7-0. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
Wait. I was in this?
In the end zone.
Shoot.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Throwing on 1st down. Love. But a reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle 1st down. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Now Joe Mixon. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Okay, Frank. Mike, boom, boom. Hey, come on, come on,
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Yeah, that one going to be knocked away and incomplete. It was Quincy Williams with a tight coverage there.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on third down to bring up fourth. The Eagles send out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Here's Hill on the return. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Set, ready? 60 outlaw. 56. Go, tackle, let's go. We got this. We got this.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox, the former Mississippi State Bulldog, ringing the cowbell there on the sack. Back to throw here. Fletcher Cox able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They'll set up to throw. He sets to fire deep. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Here's Logan Cook now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. So this punt sails out of bounds across midfield. Now the question, they're going to spot it right at the 40-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
At the 46-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. This is Mixon. And he's got room. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards. Well, CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run here with Mixon. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Red, 8, read, 44.
Hey, man, watch the booth, watch the booth.
To throw on 2nd down. Love. And he connects with Vance McDonald. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives him much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
50, plant, 40 You're not ready. You're not ready.
Back to throw. Love. Open man is Samuel. Complete. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
They run for it with Mixon. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Mixon. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Mixon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. From the gun, Love. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Alshon Jeffrey. His 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend.
49, check 49, check 49. Ready?
On second down now, it's Barker, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
Brought down back at the 29-yard line.
Ready. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Recon, 132 fighter. Shoot. Watch the shoot.
They're going to look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Here's Logan Cook now as he'll kick it away for the second time. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this punt sails over the sideline, and the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. 2nd and 13. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on third down.
48 to Mike. Tighten up. Pull it together.
Operating from the gun. Love. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And maybe getting a little too cute there on the punt return. Sometimes they forget Paramount holding on to that football.
I really do believe most of the return guys think to themselves, when I get the ball, I'm going to make the play that's going to change the game.
I'm going to break it.
I'm going to break it. And you love that they have that attitude, but your point is so well taken. What do you have to do? First and foremost,
hold on to it.
Take care of the football. That's all he needed to do.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day. Go. Check the call. Check the call. Hey. 54, right there. 54, Mike. Hey, pick your game up. Hey, watch. Yeah. Go.
2nd and 5. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And the defense loses it. It's complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Lambeau to add on the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Riley Harrison. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Pick it up. 6 guys. Check General West.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
First down, Philadelphia.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Love. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Vance McDonald, the tight end, was the target. And now it's 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Grace don't travel. Grace don't travel. Come on, boy. Come on, boy. Go.
Throwing again. Love. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Go. Go.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
God damn.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Again, it's Mixon. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all. And it leaves them with 3rd and long. And you know, this is the time of game where these drives really, really start to matter. They've got to make some moves.
On 3rd down, Love. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. And not a blitz there, but still able to get there from a strong safety position.
Yeah, I think that was a great example of what they call football IQ. Recognizing he was open, had a chance, and went ahead and got to the quarterback.
A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Dean Lowry able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard.
How many times have we sat with coordinators, and especially the defensive guys, they've talked about big plays, sacks. They often come in bunches. Well, it may not be a bunch here, but that is the 3rd sack of the game for them.
And around sack 3 or 4, I would think it starts to get in the quarterback's head a little bit.
Not just the quarterback, the offensive play caller, the offensive line, who knocks people off balance and changes what they normally do.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
That guy made me so sick, man. You right there looking at the time. He's looking at it.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Looking to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 27.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
At the 36-yard line.
Set. 50. Plant. Here we go, team. Here I come. Here I come. Now. We got motion. Back up. Back up.
Again, it's Mixon. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Okay, ready. 44. And QB's traps. Let's go. Ready.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Now on 4th and inches, they're going to want to talk this over. We get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. So they'll pass on what would have been a 49-yard field goal attempt, and they're going for it on 4th down. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
Ready, set. Check.
On 1st down, Mixon. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Let's go now. 90. Wolf.
2nd and 14. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Watch the pass. Here we go. Ready.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
It's now 3rd and 10.
Ready. 10-2 start.
Here we go.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Jaguars on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
64, weak.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. He's coming.
They'll drop the throw. He's going to go deep for Conley. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
Sets up 4th down.
Here's Logan Cook now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see, do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Get off the field.
Second and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Check 48, the mark. They can't hang with us. Exit. Set, go.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Love.
Oh, wow. That's the luckiest shit I've ever seen in Madden, man.
His 6th touchdown of the season as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Ready, set.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
Now.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
I got you. I got you.
Under 10. Under 10. 10. Jam. 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 Rush in. Rush in. Let's go.
Again, it's Fournette. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Leonard Fournette, touchdown number 15 on the year. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Lambo on for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
Excuse me.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now they run with Mixon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They'll run on first down. Mixon. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Hurry up, motherfucker. Shit.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Love. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going.
Bravo! 48 Mike. 48 Mike. Let's go, D. .48 for Mike.
From the gun, Love. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
Let him know. Check. Delta. Check. 48. Ready.
On 4th down, Love. They're able to locate Wilson. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 10 yards there and an Eagle 1st down.
Pardon, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that.
At the 27-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
I got you, son.
2nd and 4.
Drop the rock again, bro.
A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10.
Go.
They'll look to throw here.
Oh my gosh, niggas.
Picked off at the 45.
Another
and
pick,
his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They can still get into field goal range, partner. They got to work quickly, though.
I agree with you totally. Find a way to get the ball.
You got to
downfield
intercept the
and
fucking
out of bounds.
football,
In a
bro.
perfect world, they know what hash they want to get to for their kicker, and they already know the distance that he feels comfortable. That'll dictate what they do on offense.
See if they can get in his range. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Love. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Looking to throw. Love. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. On 4th down, Love. And the pressure gets to him again. Final whistle blows, and we need some extra time here to decide who will be the victor.
60 minutes, just not enough some days to decide who's going to win the game.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing, because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Once again, they run with Mixon. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. What will they draw up to try to keep this opening drive of overtime moving? 3rd and 7. Now a first throw here in overtime. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
The Eagles send out their punter now. On for a very important punt here in overtime. Watch out for Hill on the return. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Yeah, part 1 is done, now part 2.
All day. Woo! Let's get it.
Break.
The mic, boy. 56. Check 56. You. You go turn
X3. 218. Chopper.
Mike 56.
Snap.
56.
On second down, it's Parker. It appears he'll be a few inches short, so 9 yards on the gain officially, and it'll be third down.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Down. 15 line. 15 line.
54. Check. Check 50. Check 50.
5.
Now back to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Jaguars. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for the Jaguars, it's a critical win for them as it gets them to 9-6 on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week where they take on the Washington Redskins. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, well, this loss means they'll have one more shot to avoid the dreaded 0-16. And they'll try again next week at home against Philadelphia. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.